It's coming home. It's coming home. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of West Ham Fan TV's Friday Night Pint. We are live. It's Friday. There's a little game coming up this weekend that we're going to talk about. But first of all,
I hadn't heard anything.
We're talking about it. But how you boys been anyway? You all right?
Good, mate. Good. Took me. Only just sort of calmed down today.
It only took me today to get over like the hangover from the other day. It's terrible. When you get older,
What's one of them?
Huh?
What's one of them then?
I'll tell you something. I can't wait for them to invent something that recreates an hangover, just so I can give it to you.
Do you know what? I think I ain't stopped drinking since the opening game. Fucking love it, though. Love it. But
no wrong with that.
Hello to everyone in the chat as well. Yeah.
Before we get started, we've got a birthday in the chat. We've got a couple. I know one of them's not on yet, but it's Matt Powell's birthday. So give him a shout out. Happy birthday, Matt.
Happy birthday to Matt.
Where's my pint gone? There it is. Look, on the cider tonight.
Oh, he's on the Easy Riders.
Yeah. Jimmy Walker's birthday as well today, and Paolo Di Canio's birthday today. It's birthdays all round. Who else you got, Scott? Any more birthdays?
Well, it's Ben Glander as well, ex-Thames Ironworks captain. He's normally...
fucking Ben Glander. There you go. Where's me? I'm going to run out of drink here.
Happy birthday, Ben. Happy birthday, mate. Enjoy.
Happy birthday,
Basically, it's Friday the 9th of July. Whoever's birthday is, if you're watching, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. That's it. That's it.
Anyway...
But yeah, it's just nice to regulars when it's their birthday, a shout out. You know, they're with us every week, so
yeah, no, I totally agree, mate. Why can't I hear myself? Who's got feedback?
I don't know. Is it me?
I don't know.
Probably you, Scott. What have you done?
Nothing.
That's better. You touched the button there. Don't lie.
I didn't. I just moved. I moved the camera.
I've done nothing. I'm plugging it. I'm plugging it.
Anyway, I suppose we better talk about probably the biggest game in our lifetime. Dundee 2, West Ham 2. Scott, no, mate, Jay. We'll talk about that in a minute. We'll talk pre-season in a minute. Let's get into it. It's England. We're in the final of the European Championships. As I said, we haven't seen it in our lifetime. There's probably a lot of people in the chat that haven't seen it in their lifetime. We probably didn't think it was going to happen, but England are in the final of a major competition. First of all, let's talk about the semi-final. What a night that was!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was. Do you know what I think? Because I watched the Spain-Italy game the night before, and I was like, that was the game of the tournament so far. And then our one was just as intense, I think, but for different reasons, I think.
I just want to stop you right there. I want to say something. Friday Night Pint Live that we spoke about last week, the tickets are on sale now. They've just gone on sale. The link is in the description below. And I've already had 5 notifications come through for people that bought tickets. So if you listen, be quick to get these tickets. The tickets are £18. Well, it's £19.99 in total. Basically, we wanted it around a score. With the booking fee, we've done it at £18 plus the booking fee. So it works out $19.99 plus you get a free pint with your ticket. What more can you say, Scott? What more do you want?
Mate. That's not too
Don't
bad.
say 2 or 3 pints.
As I said, that's going to be a good night. You know, as we said before, getting everyone in the chat, coming down and seeing us and
getting to meet people face to face, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Put some faces to the names that we see pop up each week.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll talk more about the event a little bit later. Let's get through the England first. But as I said, they're on sale now in the description below. Get in now early because it's going to be a great night. Friday the 13th of August on the eve of the Premier League season. Katie, the link is in the description below or visit Eventbrite and just search West Ham Fan TV Friday Night Pint and it'll come up. But yeah, right, let's get back to this. Semi-final, Scott.
Semi-final, mate. What an evening, eh? What an evening.
Oh, mate, I was in the pub. Do you know what? I was in the pub and the atmosphere was, as soon as I got in there, you know, when you just feel something special's happening tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can just feel it. I've been into pubs before and watched England games in tournaments, and yeah, it's a bit of a buzz, but there's just something different at the moment.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a mental night, mate. It's one that I'll never forget in my life, honestly.
That's the thing, isn't it? It is, and that's what it is. It's history. You know, they've made history now. You know, they'll go down in the memories. First final since '66. It's just fantastic. It's like you don't know what to do. I was saying this to Graham earlier, right? We've been in cup finals. Yeah, we've been in cup finals since we've been alive with West Ham. All been in cup final. Yeah. So
Free.
you sort of free for you. But you sort of you don't expect with your club, but for your country to get in a cup final, it's just massive. It's just massive. Finally put that semi-final hoodoo to bed, and about bloody time.
Do you know what it is? It's that I think when it's your club, right? It's different because you've got rival fans. You know, either in the pub or at the game, and you get. But when it's your country, the whole country comes together. Your club loyalty goes out the window, and everyone just gets together. And it's been. I mean, I thought the World Cup in Russia, the atmosphere was good. You know, but honestly, it has been mental. It has been mental.
Yeah,
I love it. Go on, mate.
I'll say, like, when I just didn't know. I mean, I was buzzing after the game, but I didn't know what to do with myself after the Denmark game. Honestly, it's literally taken me till this morning. Like, yesterday, I couldn't sit still. Like, I was working in my office, and I was fidgeting. I was up and down, mate. I just couldn't relax. I was still hyped from the night before.
I've been like it, great, and honestly, I've been struggling to sleep because when I'm going to bed, all I've got on my mind is Sunday. I'm just so, honestly, I haven't felt like this. I mean, there's most of us that haven't felt this for our country before. I mean, as you said, we've been to semi-finals and we've had heartbreak. We've had to watch it. I mean, look, it seems like the rest of Europe against us and don't want us to win it, but I love that. I love it. I really do. I mean, I see it today. I was just listening to Sky Sports News and some of the shit that they're coming out with now. Apparently, UEFA are doing England a favour because we pulled our Super Six out of the that league, and now they're but this is bullshit.
The thing is, right? It's serious journalists coming out with this shit as well. That's what winds me up.
Do you know what it is, right? It's just jealousy for a change. It's because all they want to do is they just want to shit on us, don't they? Look,
no, but the thing is, mate. The thing that wound me up, I see something on. It was on YouTube. I've got a Sky Sports News pop up. And it was Chiellini saying, "Oh, England should be there really because they've played all their games at home, apart from their biggest win away in the tournament in Rome." But did anyone say France have won 2 home tournaments? They won the Euros in '84 in France. They won the World Cup. They got to the final of 2016 home. So no one's saying anything then, are they?
No, and that's the thing, mate. And that's what really annoys me. And the thing is, it's all right. Yeah, the foreign media could have portrayed that everyone wants us to lose. I don't think everyone wants us to lose.
They do, mate. They do.
They don't. Listen. There's as much as Eurovision and have you believe that every single country in Europe hates us. It ain't like that. The ones that need to remember that they're only speaking their native language and not German because of us. They should be on our side. But it is what it is. At the end of the day,
Scott went there. Scott went there.
I did go there. At the end of the day, I didn't see these countries piping up when Maradona punched the ball in the net.
Well, Scott, look, you go back, you remember Diego Simeone getting Beckham sent off, Ronaldo's wink, Lampard's goal that should have stood. We've had so much go against us over the years. And I think, people can say Sterling dived. Did he dive? I'll be honest, I don't really give a shit if he did or he didn't. It's about time England started playing like this because I think we've been too nice over the years and we're not done things like that. Fuck it. So what? Who cares? What England fan really cares if Sterling dived?
Let's be honest. Sterling's done what teams in Europe, players who play for countries in Europe, have done for decades. Rolling about like the Italians, right?
If he did dive,
every game now.
If he did dive, mate, VAR could have overruled it, but they didn't.
Exactly. And to be fair, no one's mentioned about their free kick. That was a bit soft, weren't it? Let's be honest. If we're going to get into that principle of soft free kicks and soft penalties, their free kick was soft. Good free kick, don't get me wrong, but it was soft. It's just people it's just bitter. It's all it is. They're just bitter. They just want to see us foul.
And do you know what it is, Scott? I love it.
Same, mate.
Exactly. I love the fact that Scotland fans have supported 4 different teams in this tournament and still ain't seen a win.
Exactly.
They've got to go out and buy another flag now. They must be skint up in Scotland.
Listen, it's one of them. If they, I think with us fans, I think when we get knocked out of a competition, we take a second nation on to. We want to see them do well. We don't. There's no real bitterness, is there?
I mean, look, I'll be honest, mate. I've always, since about 1986, right, I've always had a little soft spot because I had some good sides for Denmark, like mid-80s up to sort of mid-90s. So I've always had a little soft spot for Denmark. If Denmark had beaten us on Wednesday, I'd have wanted them to go on and win it.
Yeah.
Brian, go and wash your mouth out, Scott, and you.
Honestly, I've always had a little soft spot because they've had some fantastic sides over the years.
England, I mean, look, forget the semi-final. It's done. Can't change nothing. Even a little laser pen in your eye can't change anything. I mean, at the end of the day, still saved the penalty. It was just Harry Kane's so good. He played a 1-2 with Schmeichel.
Can we just say though, like on Wednesday, Schmeichel, that was like watching his old man at his prime, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
He had a fantastic game.
No. He's an arrogant git. Fuck him. See you later. Ta-ta. We're in the final. You ain't. Right, let's move on. Let's talk about a proper team.
Hang on, hold on. The thing is, right, as much as he played well, the only reason we scored that goal is because he tried to be too clever and save it instead of palming it away. So, maybe all these people that are saying, "Oh, the referee was soft," maybe we should be looking at Schmeichel. Maybe Schmeichel felt a bit for the England team and wanted him to go a bit further. If we're looking into conspiracy theories.
Do you reckon he had a tenner on it?
Mate, I say what you were telling me earlier about the Italian press. It just made me laugh. Look, end of the day, the two best teams.
I'm sounding bitter now. Believe me, I'm not bitter at all, mate. I'm one of the happiest men in England. I've been watching England since I was a little kid. I've watched all the qualifiers. I've watched tournament after tournament. I've watched friendlies. I watch every single minute of every England game, and believe me, I'm so happy. Look, even Pat's out. Look.
So Scott, that's what you need, Scott. That's what Scott Early's going.
Honestly, what this is the thing, right? You want competitions to have the best teams get to the final. In this competition, England and Italy have been the best 2 teams all the way through. Right, Italy didn't have the best semi-final, but they got the result, got the job done. So you are going to see the best 2 nations in Europe now. And that's what it all boils down to. We're going to see a good game of football. And that's what we want. Hopefully, in England win.
I mean, the thing is, mate, like you think with Greece basically ground their way to the title in 2004, didn't they?
Yeah. Exactly.
But no one remembers the score. They just remember Greece won it. It's the name on the trophy. Don't matter how you get there.
Listen, like you said, mate, no one criticised France for home advantage.
No, but the thing is, this is what I don't get. Is going, this is the first tournament where it's been played across Europe. Normally, there's a host nation. So to say, well, it's because they play all the games at home. Bollocks. Because there's always a home nation.
Just so happens our biggest win was away from home. So there we go.
Yeah.
There's no denying that overall, when you look at squads in this tournament, England have got one of the best. And you look at our bench. You look at what we done the other night. We could chuck on Phil Foden and Grealish. All right, he took Grealish back off, but
and then take Grealish off again.
Yeah, but we've got them options, and this is different. This is what I was trying to say the other day, is that England and Gareth Southgate. What people got to remember about Gareth Southgate is he's worked from the bottom with England, with the youngsters, the youth, and then come through with the under-21s, and he's progressed with these players as well, And now he's getting a squad together. He's building a squad that can do what Spain done when they go on and win a couple of tournaments. The World Cup's massive because you get the South American teams in there and you get better players, you come up. But that's where you got to prove yourself. And I really do think that England now, I mean, if we win it on Sunday, these players are going to go down in history. You know, we still celebrate. You know, look, I've got pictures of the boys of '66 on the wall, and I'm still, you know, these boys can go down as legends for this country, and it's a massive. They've got so much pressure on them, but I just trust everything that every decision that Gareth Southgate's made in this tournament has come off. He's got one more big decision to make, and that's with his starting lineup. I mean, would you keep it the same, or would you maybe bring in Sancho for Saka? I mean, there's people talking about dropping Declan Rice for Henderson. I mean, well, that's Liverpool fans saying that.
That's the Liverpool echo saying that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a tough decision. But every decision Southgate's made, he's got bang on in this tournament.
That's why he's paid. He knows what he's doing. You know, what do we know? He's paid the money to make the decisions, and he's got them all spot on. That's why he's England manager.
Yeah. And that's it. You know, as much as we sat here a few weeks ago criticising him, you know, I remember one of the questions when we done the Ask Us Anything was, does Southgate go if we get knocked out of the tournament? And now we're sitting here 2 days away from a European final.
Look, mate, Scott, we said it, right? We've all said it, like when we're talking to each other before, going, oh, that's quite a negative lineup and all that. But he knows, you know, what do we know? He knows what he's doing.
But he knew to switch to a five at the back against Germany to drown them out. It worked. The other, even in this, what was it? When he brought Sancho in, Sancho hadn't played a minute in this tournament or a couple of substitute experience, whatever, and he started final the other night. He brings Saka. You know, he's making these decisions. He's getting them right. The defence has been solid. I mean, Kyle Walker the other night was unbelievable. Do you know the way he was covering for Maguire and Stones? Luke Shaw, I'll be honest with you, mate. I wasn't a big fan of Luke Shaw, but he has impressed me so much in this tournament. And maybe that's because I don't really watch Man United a lot. But for England, I've watched him every single minute, and he's really impressed me. He's up there with one of the best left backs in the world, and I just never noticed it before.
Shawberto Carlos.
Do you know what? I'll be honest. I think Walker's one of our players of the tournament, if not the player of the tournament.
Yeah.
Because
I think the first couple of games, I think his passing was a little off. First couple of games.
Who are we talking about?
Walker.
Oh, Walker,
yeah. But he's grown into the tournament, and like I say, Wednesday he was absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, and that's it. I just feel Walker's been his performances have gone under the radar a bit. You know, Sterling and Kane are getting all the limelight. Phillips and Rice have been absolutely stupendous in the middle of the park. But his reading of the game, Walker's reading of the game, especially over the last few games, has been spot on. Absolutely spot on. You know, he's the oldest player, I think, in the squad. You know,
he's probably still one of our quickest, so he's rapid.
I think apparently by his step, he says he's the quickest. So, you know, but this is the thing. You want people performing, and there's no limelight on them. You know, you look at everything's around Sterling. Everything's been Sterling. You've just not noticed. And you know, like you said, touching on with Henderson, the first time Henderson's come on and actually played well was the Denmark game. Every other time he's been on the pitch, we've got overrun in the midfield. And to be fair, when he come on the pitch again, we got a bit overrun because no one actually realised Denmark were playing with 10 men in the second half of that extra time. And to call for Rice or Phillips to be dropped is just madness because them two have worked so hard in the midfield for England. Every time I watch Rice take that field now, it's like you're a proud dad. Just seeing that boy like out there for England, how much it means to him and the performance he's putting in. And you just know there's people sitting there. I was watching him last night. He gets the ball and he goes sideways. And I know there's people saying, all he does is go sideways and backwards. It's a bit like the same people that sit there and criticise Mark Noble.
The thing is,
keep the ball moving.
The thing is with Declan Rice and Phillips is they've got such a great understanding and they're doing what they're asked to do. They go forward when they're allowed to, but you got to look. We've played 6 games in this tournament and we've conceded 1 goal. You know, and then you look at the forward line. You've got Harry Kane. Look, Harry Kane didn't score in the groups. He can finish this tournament golden boot if he gets a couple. It just shows you when people were saying you got to drop Kane, that's why you don't drop Harry Kane because when he finds that bit of form, he will score you goals. It don't matter how they go in. It don't matter. And then you've got Sterling, who's playing tournament of his life. Been unbelievable. Unbelievable. And then on the right, you've got Saka, who's come in, done well. You've got Sancho who's coming in. You've got Grealish, Foden. You know, it's...
Do you know what I like, though, Ryan?
What do you like
about the squad? I think, like, it's just the togetherness of the squad. There don't seem to be any egos in there. You know, everyone, even the players that don't play, like, they're just as... quite up as the players that are playing, and they celebrate just as much, you know.
Put it this way, Graham. If I'd have turned around and said to you after the end of when we got knocked out against Croatia in the World Cup in the semi-final, if I'd have said to you in the next Euros, a Leeds midfielder and a West Ham midfielder would be the first two names on the team sheet, who would have thought that?
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, that's it, mate. Exactly. You wouldn't have thought that, but it shows that this manager, like someone said in the comments, he don't listen to the media. He don't listen to what other people. He has his plan. He's got the people around him in that coaching staff as well. He's got the right people in there. You know, you saw it because I didn't see you. I spoke to you like the others. I spoke to you, Gray, but you see it in the Ukraine game. As soon as that third goal went in, I don't know. The assistant come up to him. He said, "Right, get the players who are booked off. You know, get them off." And it's just he's got the right people around him, advising him. Yeah, and he's just got. There's just something about this team. There's something about this team, and
it's not even about the team. It's about the squad, Scott. And what you got to remember with this squad is they've all come up together through the ranks. Most of them. We ain't even mentioned him yet. There's Mount in there as well, who was brilliant the other night. There's just so much. You look around that pitch, all over the pitch, and Stones and Maguire have been so solid. And then people slate Maguire and say, "Oh, he ain't worth it." When you look at him, when you watch his all-round game, you can see why Man United paid that money for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the thing is, Man U fans are pretty, because obviously we only see him either when we're playing Man U or he's in an England shirt. So obviously Man U fans will have a better formed opinion of him, but ain't put a foot wrong.
And that's it. It's just everyone seemed to have upped their level. You know, right? Pickford was a bit all over the place in the Denmark game, but even him to an extent, he's upped his game. You know, his distribution has been spot on, barring that last game. But I'll be honest, if that's the only bad game he has in the tournament, we still went on to win it. You know, and there's still more to come from this England side. You can still see it. There's still more to come. You know, they've got something more to give, and I just got to look. I was winding Graham up earlier, saying, "No, we ain't going to win it. We ain't going to win it."
He needed positive Pat, right? He was being all negative.
No, I'm just trying to.
The thing is, I mean, we look. We've still got to beat a good Italian side, as you said. They're one of the best teams in the tournament to watch. But I look at them. And I look at them at the back, and I think teams, if anyone's going to beat them, it's going to be a team with pace. Yeah. And we've got that. We've got that in abundance. And honestly, I just think that.
I'll be honest, right? Watching the semi-final the other night, I think if Spain had someone on there who could stick if they'd had someone like an Harry Kane who takes the chance when it arises, Spain would have won that.
I would have been more fearful going into Sunday if we were playing Spain. I'm with you, right? I think their back line can be got at. Look, they've got some quality players, but their back line can be got at, and we have got the players to hurt them. And the thing with us, when you look at our squad, if it ain't working with Sterling and Saka, you got Sancho, you got Grealish, you got Foden. You know, you got players who you can shove on there, and you know you're looking. We sit there and say the likes of Manchester City that when their subs bench come on, you know they'd walk into any first team. England's sub bench at the minute will walk into any national team.
Well, you look at the sub bench. Grealish, Rashford, Trippier, Sancho, Foden, Bellingham. You know what I mean? There's and then even in defensive, you know, it's such a great squad at the moment, and the thing is, we deserve it. We deserve this as England fans. We must be the unluckiest national fans going with what's gone on over the last few years, even in recent history, in our history. But before us, you had the hand of God with Maradona, and things like that. And it's coming home. It's coming
Throwing
home.
it out there. I was 10. I cried. I didn't get 20 grand. I'm just saying that.
No, don't start with that. I've seen the backlash Nicky's been getting for saying he was going to drink German tears. I'll tell you what, if they beat us, I'm never eating Dolmio again. No, I don't mean that. I was fingers crossed.
You're sitting there saying that someone put I ain't eating no pasta, no, you weren't doing no Italian. But
let's have a look at some of the comments. Anyway, let's get some of the comments up here. Ginger Carol's in the room. I hope you've got your tickets, Ginger Carol. Ticket link in the description.
I'll be very upset, Ginger, if you haven't. I'll be very upset.
Yeah, we want to see you at Friday Night Pint, mate. Win or lose, we should be proud. Bring improvement and broke multiple records. I agree. We should be proud of this team, proud of this squad. But imagine how proud we'll be. And by the way, I've seen a few people saying about it. I've already got Monday off work, pre-booked, because I know it's coming home. Win or lose, on the booze all day long, all night. I might even carry it on into Monday morning. I think I might go to bed, wake up, and just go and get a doner kebab and some Stella on Monday. Just fucking
a Stella and kebab brunch.
Oh, mate.
You animal. Absolute animal.
I hope everyone in the ground has lasers ready for the penalties. Yeah, there's a lot of people. I heard it on the radio earlier talking about penalties and that. It could be one of them games where they both just sort of see each other out. You know, and it does go all the way. Miss Hammerette, do we know where Nicky and Dan are tonight? Nice to see you, Gray, Ryan and Scott. Hope you guys are okay. We're all right. Thank you, Mrs. Mod. Dan might be joining us in a little while. He was running a bit late. Nicky's got... I spoke to him just before we come on. He's running late with work, so he probably won't be on tonight. But, that's where they are. Broken 1394. Let's go, boys. Come on, England. Have you seen the new kits? They're not too bad. Oh, Mark, we will get on to that, mate. We'll get on to that. But, Scott, before we move on to, let's talk a little bit about West Ham and that after. But what do you reckon? Score predictions. I'm going to tell everyone in the chat, give us your score predictions. Me and Scott usually do this on the big match build-up show and it goes mental. So give us your score predictions. England versus Italy. Graham, what are you saying?
I'm going to say 2-1.
To us?
2-1. Yeah, of course, to us.
Leave that in, Gray.
Yeah, so Matt agrees with me. Well, Matt agrees.
Scott?
1-0 us.
1-0 to the England.
I'll be honest, I think it's going to be 0-0. I think we're going to nick it in extra time. 1-0.
Oh, do you know what? I'm going to be brave here. I'm going to be very brave, and I'm going to go for an England 3-1 win in 90 minutes. I think we're going to get an early goal. I think we're going to start off well. Then we nick another one just after half time. They'll get one back, and then we'll score late, see it out, polish that trophy up, walk up them steps, and I'll be so proud to see not only Declan Rice lifting it, but the whole of even Harry Kane. I'll be proud to see Harry Kane lifting that trophy.
Yeah.
For England. A lot of people going for Ken Hammers 2-1. England must score first.
I think if Italy score first, it's a completely different game. You've got to score first.
Chris is going for 4-2, 66 all over again. Oh, imagine that. Yeah, look, a lot of people going for the old 4-2, 2-1. There's a lot of, I know, look, we're all English here. We're all going to back England. I ain't seen any Italians in here. There might be some, and I did see
a 2-0 Italy pop up.
Block him. Block him. No, I'm only joking.
I'm sure I did.
3-0 Italy won't cope with us. I just think the pace is going to be too much for Italy. Italy and the masters of the dark arts, it could get uncomfortable. And this is what I was saying that England haven't done recently over the years. And with the Sterling penalty dive, we need to. I mean, people complain about Jack Grealish, but look, he wins free kicks. He wins them in dangerous areas. So 1-0 Italy. Max is going for. He's getting blocked. No, I'm only joking, Max. Look, we're all confident because we've been buzzing with this tournament. But look, we can't take Italy for granted, even though I said 3-1. But
exactly, that's it. You know, I think you've got to show Italy some respect. They've had a good tournament so far. So,
Anita Becker, best wishes from Germany. We bring it home again after 55 years of hurt. Thank you so much, Anita. Sorry,
Thank you, Anita.
I don't know if she's English or German. I don't know if she might be English living in Germany, but if she's a German, that's very nice for you to say. Even though we did obviously knock you out in the last round. What was it? The last 16, wasn't it?
mm-hmm.
This is a good point. Italy are undefeated in 33 games, so it's about time they lost.
Thing is, mate, records are there to be broken.
Yeah.
We broke enough of them
If
so
you
far.
want to win a tournament, you've got to beat the best teams at some point. So
only DJ should have records, Gray.
That's it. As I said, look, there's something to come. Rice is going to play a big part in this game. I've got a feeling. I've had this feeling about Rice that he's going to do something special, and I still say it. You know, as I said, it's seeing that boy playing for England, knowing that. What he must be feeling, you know, the rejection he must have felt when Chelsea let him go, us picking him up, him coming in the side, him being the captain, and now playing for England regularly, you know.
Well, as Gary Lineker said, you can't win an international tournament without a bit of West Ham in your team. So,
exactly.
Come on, England.
Exactly. Pay the boy what he deserves. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
I think I've just seen Dan pop up on the bottom of the screen, so I won't bring him in yet. I'll let him bring himself in because he might not be ready yet. Thumbs up.
Oh, here he is.
Hey,
There he is. Oh.
He's got a new camera.
yes. Fancy, very fancy today. That's it. Now look at the quality
looks
on
like
that.
he's in 4K. We'll look like we're on monologue telly. Well, I'll do anyway.
Yeah. I know. Look at me right next to you, Graham. It's like I'm looking back at the past. Like we're talking from different decades.
I must admit, though, Dan, we've got to do that.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
I can't have you looking that way.
Yeah, I know. Just yeah.
Well, Dan, we've been waffling on for 32 minutes about how much we love England. So let's get your thoughts on it, mate. We'll sit back and listen to you for 32 minutes now.
Yeah, that's it. Well, what can you say? That's a gel, by the way. If you know what a gel is, it's a bit of coloured plastic. I thought, if I see Ryan's got his thing going on, look, I can't do that. But what I can do, you've got your nice background and everything. Do you know what I mean?
I didn't know what you were talking about then. I was thinking,
do you know what I mean? So I thought, let me add a little something in the background, spice up. So let me get a nice bit of light up there. But obviously England is historic. I still can't believe it. Like, still in shock the fact that England are in a final. I've never seen it. I've never seen England make it to a final. Neither of us have seen it, obviously.
Well, unless you want to include the Le Tournoi de France.
I was waiting for Earl Grey was about 20 last time, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Nah, Gray, you ain't even that old, mate.
But exciting, isn't it? I'm excited for Sunday, but proper nervous about it, because it's just when you look at what we could get, what could happen, it's just it'd be amazing.
It is. There's so much pressure on. We're feeling it. Imagine what them players are feeling. You know, this will change their lives if we win.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It will change their lives.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing now. These players got the opportunity to never be forgotten.
Yeah.
Well, you look at the boys.
Regardless of what happens Sunday, I don't think they will be. You know, they're the first England team to get to a.
The boys are 66. You know, some of them are sadly not with us anymore. But you know, the ones that are still here, you know, they're all legends. You know, but they'll never be forgotten about, whatever happens. But yeah, this team has got a chance to really, and Gareth Southgate as well. We can't forget Gareth Southgate, what he's achieved in these. You look at what he's achieved: semi-final in the World Cup, final of the Euros. He's won more major knockout games than any manager in England's history. So he's breaking records himself, Gray.
Yeah, no. I'm just so chucked because he's. I say a mate of mine. He's he's a qualified, like he's UEFA B, like, and I think he was on some course or something, and Southgate was there, or it might have been he was down at the training ground, and he said like he had loads of stuff to do. But Gareth Southgate, he said he had time for everyone. He weren't like rushing through because he had other stuff to do. Like he took his time, he chatted with people, and apparently he's one of the nicest people in football.
And you
so,
think
I'm just so pleased for him.
Yeah, you think about Gareth Southgate as well. 25 years ago, he missed that penalty against Germany in the semi-finals, and now he's got a chance to, bring that trophy home as a manager at Wembley in the same. I know it's a different stadium, but it's Wembley at the end of the day. No, it's going to be massive, and I can't wait. I mean, I don't know where all you boys are watching it. I'm going down me local. Do you know what? I haven't been down there for one game this tournament. I stayed at home, and that was a Scotland game, and we drew. And every other game we've won. So of course I'm going there. Of course I'm going to be down there.
Yeah, no, I'm down the Victoria Tavern. Got a table booked. So next to Plaistow Station, obviously the Vic. Everyone knows it. Famous West Ham pub. I've been watching it on my own indoors. I ain't been able to book anything for love nor money, and West Ham fan reached out and said, "Why don't you try the Vic?" And I thought, "Oh yeah, I'll give it a go." And thankfully, there was like, "Yep, you booked." I couldn't believe it. So
to be fair, mate, I thought the Vic had gone.
No, it reopened, didn't it?
Did it?
Yeah, I didn't realise. Until Dan said today, I didn't realise. Mind you, seen the bowling? Since you've done it up.
Do you know? I'm really disappointed from what I've heard about the bowling. Like, apparently, it's a no football pub. Don't show
there's no screen. There's no screen.
Say that, but it's got all pictures of West Ham up in it.
Yeah, because they're just trying to live off of our legacy. You know what I mean? They're trying to get people in for that, but at the same time, they want it to be a bit posher and gentrified.
Yeah, but you're talking about Upton Park, Dan. There ain't nothing posh about Upton Park, mate. You can
that's
as much as you like. But
that's what gentrification is, isn't it?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, that pub will never be remembered for anything but a West Ham pub. You can say they're living off it. They'll live off it anyway. They don't need to put West Ham stuff in there. They'll live off that because everyone who supports the club knows the bowling, knows the pub. The only reason that pub's reopened is because of the fact that it's the bowling and it's the West Ham history about it. In that area, that pub would have, like most of the other pubs around there, would have gone and never come back.
Speaking about the bowling ground, like just going totally off subject, I watched a random film the other day on Prime. I only watched it because I see the trailer and it had Upton Park in it, the bowling ground, and it was called Hooligan Legacy, right? And it was about two rival football fans from a lower league breaking into a Premier League club and robbing it. And they filmed it at obviously Upton Park, and it was good to see the old ground again. But they broke into the safe and there was money in there. And I said, well, this is where it's bollocks because West Ham would never have money in there. There's no fucking money. So that's where this... But yeah, it was just a random film. And I only watched it because I see it was filmed at Upton Park and that. So, yeah.
When was that film then?
It's about 2016, I think it came out. So they must have filmed it in 2015, something like that. But it was a random film.
What's the Pierce Brosnan one that they filmed? When after.
That's Final Score, isn't it? With Batista. Yeah, it wasn't that one. It was another one. But yeah, they broke into the safe and they had loads of money in there. And I thought, well, this is absolute bollocks. That ain't West Ham.
It should never happen.
I tell you what, though, for a low budget hooligan football film, it was quite violent. There were some really fucking proper scenes in it, and I thought, yeah, it's basically it's the two rival leaders come together, rob Upton Park, and then the main leader gets nicked, and it forwards on 10 years later. He comes out, he thinks the other one's grassed him up, and then he goes back for revenge. And it wasn't a bad film. I've seen worse.
What was it called?
Hooligan Legacy.
All right, and that's on Prime, yeah? I'll have a look at that. Look for that.
Right, let's get back to... I've seen a lot of people saying they want our thoughts on the new kits. So we've all seen the leaks, the photos.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts? You like them?
I like them. I'm not so keen on the collar on the own one, I've got to admit. But I like the way it's, trying to sort of recreate the old feeler one, the 99 one. I think the collar could have done with being like a bit more V, but that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen two versions of the home kit.
Sure.
The second version I see looked a lot better than the other one I see. So
am I coming through? I see Scott moving, but I don't see.
think
Why
you're
is Scott the only
floating
one
up,
moving?
you're
we
stuck
can
with
hear
your tongue
frozen.
out.
We can hear you, but Dan,
I think the stripy one, I think, looks like it. From the picture I saw, it wasn't the best picture. It looked like a baby grow.
Dan's face is frozen on our screen. It looks like he's just seen a nice Cadbury's cream egg on the floor and he's looking to pick it up. Got his tongue out.
See, look, he's got a new camera, but that's broke his internet.
Jeez, I should be all right now. I should be okay.
No, he's still
No, he's
frozen.
still frozen.
It is. The internet can't handle the
4K. You've gone
Can you
too
hear me,
technical.
though? You can't.
I can hear you. Oh, that's
Oh, there
it.
you go.
Oh, there you go. And you go. Yeah, your definition.
There we go. I'm trying to.
Oh.
Right. Let me get this picture up for everyone.
I'll
You hear me?
have a lemon ice. What are you having, Gray?
I'll have a 99, please, mate.
Yeah, 99 for me as well.
Yeah,
Anyone in the chat, put your request in. The ice cream van's outside. Dan's going to go and get us all an ice cream.
Let me. I'm going to put this picture up for everyone, so you can all see. Can you hear me? Am I really not?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just can't see you.
I can see him.
You're like a low budget movie when the lip sync goes.
He's gone from 4K to £4 camera. Come on.
Bloody internet. Right. Let me get this picture up for everyone anyway.
I love the way people
you
are
can
asking
see
for a
that.
99, but they're not 99s anymore because they cost about £3.99.
Yeah. Oh,
Ginger Carroll saying
go,
double
right.
clockwise.
nice if Dan's paying.
Nah, listen, 99s. Yeah, like I said, they're like £2. There we go. Look. Is it going to come up again? There we go.
Yeah, it's up. It's
That's
up.
it. That's the 3. I mean, obviously, it's not going to show them in this.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that the stripy one looks a bit like a baby.
It's not going to
grow
show
in
the
that
best
picture.
of them in that light.
Yeah, I think it's
It
them.
looks like a carrier bag, doesn't it?
Yeah, you got to wait till you actually see them in a club shop, or they always look better on the players anyway, because players can get away with wearing really tight ones, and they look decent. But no, I don't know. I think the home one's got potential from the second one, the picture that I see, because the blue goes all the way down the arm, which makes it look a lot better than the one I see yesterday that looked like it stopped sort of halfway. So
yeah.
I must admit, I like the home and I like the third. I'm not too sure on the away, but that could just be the way the picture is.
Yeah, I'd say the third one I like, the blue one. I say the young one's not bad. I'm just not too keen on the collar. It's not too keen on the collar.
I didn't mind the collar though. I like the collar on the cameo one. That was, that kit. I like that collar.
we can afford a 99 between one of us now. Look, thank you, Sam.
I can't get the picture off now. It won't go.
You guys are doing good things. It's coming home. Rice to score the winner.
Let's hope so.
What's happening, Dan?
Dan, what are you doing?
There we go.
About. What are you doing?
Oh, what's going on?
Dan, you're ruining
it,
Dan.
30 seconds in front of his lips.
Yeah, Dan's like a Chinese dub movie.
He's not even on my screen. He's not even moving. He's frozen.
Right.
He's got he's seen a cream egg again. He's going.
Ken Amers,
cheers, sir.
I'll answer this one. Ryan, what did you think about Harry's EastEnders cameo? Did any of you boys see it?
Oh, do you know what? That would be everything if Rice scored the winner. What?
Dan, you're so far behind.
Am I breaking up?
You're
What's
about
wrong?
3 minutes behind us, mate.
Right. Anyway, Harry, yeah, Ken, I enjoyed it, mate.
Right, let me come out and come back in again.
All right, see you in a minute. Go on.
Yeah, I thought Harry done a decent job. He just played himself, so he can't get that wrong, can he? But I thought it was decent. It was let's get him out. But did any of you boys see it?
No.
No.
You should have a watch of it. It's actually quite good. It talks a bit about West Ham in there. Bobby Moore. It's good. It's all right. He done a good job. Fair play to him.
Why? How comes he come into it?
It just for the Euros. They was having the Euros there, and basically, remember Brian Connolly?
Yeah,
he's in it now.
Oh,
and
right.
he's one of these characters that says, "Yeah, I know him, and no one believes him." And he says, "Yeah, I know Harry Redknapp," and he goes, and then he goes, "All right, I'll get him to come round." And he does. He pulls up, and it is good. It is quite good how they've done it.
That's all right. I'll have a look. I ain't watched an episode of EastEnders for about 5 years.
Oh, you'll catch up straight away, mate. Nothing's changed. By the way, I'm still getting notifications coming through for the Friday night pint tickets. They're going well. As I said, the link is in the description below. It's going to be a great night. The ticket price includes a pint as well on us, free pint on us, just as a thank you. If you don't drink a pint, you can have another drink. You can have a soft drink if you want. Or you could just get the pint and give it to one of us. We'll take it off your hands. I'm sure Graham will drink it. And we're hoping to have one or two special guests on the night to join us on stage. And basically, we're going to do the first hour, Friday Night Pint live, us talking absolute shit like we do every week. Ask us anything with a Q&A in the crowd. Then we're going to put the mics down, chairs away, tables away. There's going to be a DJ there, and we're just going to have a good laugh. And it's on the eve of the new Premier League season, so I'm sure there's going to be so much to talk about. You might even see me and Nicky have a row live over transfers. He won't get mouthy then, will he?
We know the trigger words to make that happen. Don't worry.
Right, we're going to do what we normally do at an away game, right? Go cheeky JD.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I mean, doors open at 7, and the show will probably start about 8. And then we'll get it done by 9. We've got the venue to 12 after 12, so we can just have a great night. And as I said, tickets are on sale now for Friday Night Pint Live. The link is in the description below. And there you go again, another notification coming through. So if you want to go, and I'll be honest, yous lot watching this are lucky because I haven't even put it on social media yet. So yous lot are the first ones to sort of know about the tickets going on sale. So if you want to come, Friday the 13th of August, jump on it. See you there.
That's it.
I'm just looking forward to meeting everyone face to face.
No, you ain't.
I am. I'm a very sociable person, I'll have you know.
Hackers, and will Nicky be telling his story? Well, we might have to start the event a bit earlier if he starts that Poland story.
I thought what we could do is get through the disco, and as the night's winding down, normally at the end of the night you have like an old Lang Syne or something like that. What we'll have is bedtime with Nicky, and Nicky can tell his stories.
Yeah. No, we ain't.
Like Jack and Ori.
We're going to have Sweet Caroline. We're going to have Arm for a Bland Bubbles. We're going to have, it's going to be Twist and Shout. It's going to be good. It's going to be a proper night. And I can't wait to see everyone there. And it's going to be a sellout. It's going to be a good night. And if it goes well, we might do one in the future. But at the moment, we've only got plans for one live event doing this Friday Night Pint. So who would have thought that at the beginning of the last lockdown that 5 mates sitting on a screen on a Friday night could turn into a live show on a stage in a venue?
Crazy, mate. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's coming home. It's coming home. Football's coming home.
It's one of them, innit? Like, as we said, we started this so we could all see each other during lockdown. It was one of them things we had to do something. We done it, and it's been a great show. We've kept us all connected all the way through.
I mean, it's nice. It's nice it was nice when people say, like, it's helped them get through it all as well. It's nice to.
Oh, mate, it's helpful like that,
Yeah, so yeah, and like you say, the people every week ask us the questions and take the time to watch us. It gets us through as well.
Graham, you got to wear a tuxedo that night.
Have I?
Yeah.
I might wear me. I'm getting a 3-piece suit. I might wear that. You're lucky.
I'm going to wear a pair of pants and builder's boots, and a tie.
Actually, I might wear a whistle as it goes.
But listen, all you boys, invite your family, your friends, get everyone on it.
Definitely come down.
Scott's going to wear a mankini.
You're having a laugh. God, no one wants to see that. Great, don't turn people away.
Oh, just a bollock hanging out either side.
There we go. Is it cold in here, or is it, mate?
Oh, you know, it's funny. You ever seen, like, Sam watches The Only Way is Essex, right? And you had Bobby Norris and someone else, and they were in Marbs, and they had Speedos tight. It was like round one leg, round their balls, and that was it. And it was like they were trying to sort of kick off a fashionable thing.
Yeah, I got them. I got them, Scott. I wear them down the leisure centre.
and Ryan's banned. Not Ryan's now banned from the leisure centre.
By the way, I've got new internet coming soon. Anyway, I've ordered new internet that's coming on the 20th of July. So hopefully, problems will be in the past.
Okay.
If anyone heard that.
You're back loud and clear, mate. You're back loud and clear. Here's the mad thing, Ken. Like what he says there when you first started the channel, filming in the garden, I thought you'd be here. Cheers, mate, for that. But yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
We never thought we'd be in our bedrooms. We've come from the garden to the bedroom.
And it mad how things. We started off in the clubhouse.
Join us next year and we'll be in our loft.
Oh, do you know what makes me laugh though when I see the early, like when we first started, and it's like like Kevin and Perry when he's all nervous. He's like, thank you, Miss Patterson. Thank you. Like everyone's really nervous.
I was not a lot skinnier then, I must admit.
Yeah, I think we all were, mate. I think we all were. But I'm looking forward to the Friday Night Pint Live. It's going to be a great night, and we'll talk more about it a bit later. But look, we've spoken about England. We've praised England, and we forgot about little old West Ham back for pre-season. Had a game today, typical fashion, 2-0 down, but we clawed it back. But look, pre-season games is about fitness and getting your game time and that. And I thought today, I didn't watch all the game. I managed to watch a stream that was posted on. I was at work, obviously, and I watched the last 15, 20 minutes. But yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? It shows great character to come back from 2-0 down in whatever game. But Bowen looked lively from what I heard. Ben Johnson as well. A couple of the youngsters. Baptiste played well. So yeah, look, it's pre-season. It's the first game back. So
yeah. So it's sort of about getting the minutes under your belt, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what's worse. Not winning or letting Charlie Adams score against you. I thought he retired about 10 years ago.
Jeez, how old is he?
But Felipe Anderson was on the bench. He didn't get used, obviously, because we know he's on his way to Lazio. What's your thoughts on that? I think it's a £3 million deal.
We've taken a massive hit on it, haven't we?
Yeah, we get a sell-on clause of 50%. So basically, we're going to get nothing in the future. I would have given him look, unless he wanted to go and we just want to get big wages off the book, but I would have given him at least a pre-season just to see if he could get involved in this squad, because with the European games coming up, we're going to need a few more players. But yeah, I'm disappointed it didn't work out for him. But look, I wish him all the best. I don't,
he seemed to really want it, didn't he? He seemed to really try. I always see him putting extra shifts in training, and he'd come in on extra days, and he would try. But when it just didn't click for him on the pitch in the end. He had a really good first season, but
the thing is, I personally would have kept him for Europe, because European football's different to the Premier League. He may have had the opportunity to shine and just used him for that, but it frees up so much money. That's the problem. He's on a lot of his wages very high.
It frees up about 5 million for the season, really. So when you look at it in perspective, when you're trying to sign players, we're trying to get numbers in. You think, right, okay, is there someone we could find for 5 million that could maybe shine it, or are we better off just holding on to it for one more season rather than save that?
It was frustrating for me, because every now and again you'd see a little flash or a little glimpse of what could have been. Put in a performance that you think, oh yeah, you can see why we paid the money now.
Well, whatever wages he's freed up now, they should be given to Declan Rice on top of what Declan Rice is already earning. So the thing is, we haven't really been linked with many players this week. I've seen a couple of names. A lot of noise coming out today about the goalkeeper that was on loan at Fulham last season. Areola, is it? Apparently, we're bringing him on loan for the season.
Good move.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's a decent goalkeeper. He done well for Fulham last year. But do we really need to strengthen the goalkeeping department?
Yeah, massively.
Yeah, but
we need to strengthen the goalkeeping department because Fabianski ain't getting any younger. He had 2 injuries last season. Unfortunately, Randolph is not good enough. He's not a Premier League goalkeeper. You know, he steps in, he does job, but he's not good enough. Martin, not good enough. Trott, they're probably not going to risk him and give him.
Trott started today in goal, didn't he? And Randolph come on second half. So,
and to be, I just. Randolph is a good character. He's an all right keeper, but you've got Fabianski, who's a top keeper, who's getting older. Randolph, he's not pushing him. Do you know what I mean? Fabianski could have a crap game. He's straight back in. Look, you know, Fabianski's class, but we need somebody to push Fabianski to make him raise his game. And then if he does get injured, we need someone to come in and who's on that level, if not better. And
you say you need a younger keeper who's hungry to be number one.
Yeah,
and like is going to push him all the way.
Yeah, I like Trott. Trott seems a very, very good keeper, but they're not going to trust him. They're not. You know, he'll be third choice. They're not going to trust him to play, and that's the unfortunate thing. You know, he's a good young keeper. I've seen him when he was on loan. Last season and I think season before he was at Wimbledon, or was that last season? I can't remember because they all blur into one. But you know, he put in some really decent performances, and there's a decent keeper there. And you know, do we loan him back out again, or do we just keep him there in and around the first team squad and get him game time in the League Cup for argument's sake? But no, goalkeeper for me somewhere we've got to straight. And I think bringing a keeper in on loan with the option to buy at the end of the season is a smart move, to be honest.
Yeah, and as we said, he done well for Fulham last season. You know, so if West Ham can get this over the line, I know it's not a position that some people might not think we need to strengthen him, but as you just said there, yeah, maybe we do need to start looking for the future. Someone just said there, he's only 28, and that's pretty young for a goalkeeper. He's got good experience. He's obviously played in the Premier League before, so yeah, it'd be decent to have a proper challenge for Fabianski next season. But you know we do need to strengthen elsewhere.
Yeah, look, we know that. Like we had, when you go back a couple of weeks, a disagreement that you and Nicky were having. We all know.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a disagreement.
We need to strengthen. We all know we need to strengthen. Our squad was paper thin at the end of last season, and there are priorities that are more important to strengthen than the goalkeeper. But I think if the opportunity is there to get a decent keeper in, I think we need to take it and not turn it away. But I said striker, that's the key. We need another 2 strikers. We need another centre midfielder, definitely. And the crazy thing is, as much as we were banging on last season the amount of wingers we got, if Anderson goes and Yarmolenko goes, we need another winger through the door.
No. Winger, chicken dinner.
Yeah, you know, this is the crazy thing. And yeah, all right, Holland played today. He looked lively, but you know, is he going to be given a chance? This is the risk. Are we going to go into the start of the season and risk just having youngsters with all these extra games on top of what we got? Excuse me.
It's one of those things. I see Palace have started signing players, and it's just one of them things, isn't it? Is are we going to leave it all to the last minute? You know,
Watford signed Joshua King today.
Interesting. Yeah. So he moves on to Watford. That's an interesting signing. See how I mean, considering he didn't get any minutes at Everton.
I've got a name to put out here. Would you take Andros Townsend?
How old is he now?
Not too sure. He's got to be. I would imagine 30 something. But with all the extra games we've got, would he be a player that we could bring in? He's on a free.
Free, yeah, that could be a shout. I mean, I've always thought he's a good player, personally. Townsend.
Yeah, I mean, you know, whenever I've seen him, looks a decent player. So you know, he's on a free. and you can get a little bit of quality.
He can't be on too high wages, could he?
No, and this is the thing, you know. He was on Talksport yesterday saying, you know, he's happy to stay at Palace, but Palace haven't. Their priority was getting the manager in. They've done that. I think Palace are on the brink of losing about 11 players at one point because of contract expiries and stuff like that. And
when we've been away, Scott, and seen him, he's always looked decent against us, hasn't he?
Yeah, I just feel that
definitely.
You've got to be looking to try and nick a couple of frees, especially with all these extra games. And Townsend's been around. He's played in Europe. You know, he's not a bad player. He's not. He ain't as young. But he's got a bit of experience. So he could be a player that you bring in and just have there waiting in the wings, playing in the European games. You know, he's experienced, and you know you do get good performances out of him.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Moyes go for him, to be honest. You know, have a look at him and see what can be done there. It seems like someone who Moyes would go for. So, I mean, after this, you know, after Sunday, because that's always been the word, isn't it? That, you know, we're waiting for to get this out of the way, the European Championship. You know, well, after Sunday, that's it. I'm expecting full speed ahead.
Yeah, Monday morning, I want 10 players through the door.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Because no, we're going to need numbers. I mean, we had, you know, I think the smallest squad.
It's just over 4 weeks, isn't it, till the season starts? So yeah, you want to start seeing players in the next couple of weeks start coming through, because if there's new, obviously, I'm hoping that we can get something sorted for Jesse Lingard, even if it's not another season-long loan. You know, I definitely want to see him back at the football club. I think United have. There was a lot of rumours that the other week, that they offered him a new 3-year deal. I don't think that's true. They're obviously looking at other players now. So
well, they got Sancho.
It might be an option. I'd definitely love to see him back in the football club. Yeah, they got Sancho coming in. So Jesse Lingard, is he really going to want to sit there and knowing that he can either come to West Ham and be first name on a team sheet every week and be loved by the fans, or he can go and sit on United's bench. You know, it's what he wants to do in his career.
This is it, and that's the thing. It's the same with Danny Ings. Apparently, Danny Ings turning down approaches because he's holding out for a Champions League club. You know, Ings is a player that we need to sign. I know he's got another poor injury record, and I'm one who bangs on about players' injury records. But you know, with Ings, he's a quality striker. You know,
any player you sign, you don't know what's going to happen. It's a gamble. Any player.
Of course not. It's just we just can't go into the season with just Antonio. It's suicide. It is suicide. There's a lot of work to be done, and these we've got 4 weeks to do it. And I'll be honest, I want to see it done. Like you, right? As soon as this Euro is finished, I want to see by next Friday. I want to see us on here chatting about West Ham have signed this player, that player, and this player.
I think we're back from Scotland, didn't we? Because we played a couple of friendlies during the week. I think we've got Leyton Orient and is it Northampton?
Northampton.
They're splitting the squads up, in they for 2 games. So
we've got one against Celtic as well.
Hey,
we got one against Celtic as well, mate. At some point.
Yeah, that's the last towards the end. So we go back up to Scotland towards the end. But yeah, I'd like to think that Moyes is sort of working on transfer targets at the moment, and I know we've been linked with a couple of strikers. It's that time. I mean, we get linked with so many players, and I don't even know who they are, if I'm honest.
No, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
And if people get up in arms saying, "Oh, we've got to sign him," and they don't even never seen him play before. It's just a name we're linked with. But yeah, look, as I said the other week, you know, we just got to hope and trust that David Moyes can get us some players in, and the owners, obviously, which trust and owners don't go together, does it? So
no, that's it. So, well, like I said, fingers crossed. I mean, it's one of those things, isn't it? I imagine it. You know, if England somehow win on Sunday, that will be turned into an excuse why we can't sign any players. England have won. We've got to wait till everything's settled down and everyone's gotten over the win or something. But yeah, look, if we can just at least win that, tie Declan Rice down, I'll be happy. That's a good start. I think that's a good start to the summer. And then
I saw Ken Hammers put it in he was in the chat a little while ago. He said we need 8 or 9 players, but not a scattergun approach. And that is it. You know, we need to bolster this squad. Like, I'm with you, Dan. The first bit of business after Sunday is give Rice what he wants. Tie that boy down. He's got, what, 3 years on his contract anyway.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't think the club are going to really panic over Declan Rice.
But he deserves a rise.
Yeah, of course he does. And obviously, Soufal, he's representatives to come out and said he's not happy with his contract offer. But look, the thing is with Soufal, I can understand Declan Rice, but Soufal, he only joined us last season. He's had one good season, you know, and don't get me wrong, he's been outstanding. And yes, he does deserve a new contract, and that's why they've given him one. Don't turn around now and start getting too big for your boots already.
I'll be honest, mate, I don't think that's the player. I think that's the agents pushing for more. I think with Soufal, he seems like the type of player that he's happy to be where he is.
And then Soufal needs to turn around to his agent and say, look, back off a bit. Don't give me a bad name. Because at the end of the day, we all think that's the player that's turning that down.
Exactly.
You know, agents just want more money so they can get a bigger cut.
What was Soufal's wages? What is his
he's on crap money compared to the rest of the first team.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because he probably come in. Like, it's like, remember when Declan Rice was on like 10 grand a week and they tried to offer him like what Reece Oxford was on, like 20 grand. And it was like, he weren't having it, you know. So maybe they're offering him something like really low, like, because he might have come on, you know, next to nothing, because he was a little sort of gem from the Czech Republic, wasn't he? So he probably didn't come in on a lot of big wages at all. So I'd like to know the figures.
I can imagine Soufal's probably not on that much as well. He's probably on a lot less than some of the other players. So yeah, reward these players. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, reward them, but.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what it is. You know, players in this day and age, we know what agents are like. You know, we know agents leak stories. We know agents make up stories, and this is the thing. You know, if Soufal's on 30k, like someone's put in a chat, and they've come in and offered him 35, which wouldn't surprise me with our board. You know, he deserves a bit more. You've had players like Yarmolenko and Anderson earning nigh on 100 grand a week each to sit on the bench or not even play.
Yeah,
you know, you've saved the amount of money and wages we've saved over the past 2 seasons. We can afford to give players a little bit more.
By the way, does anyone know what happened to the player awards, like the end of season? Or what's happened with that?
I think someone said, I think it was X that said they're going to do it. They're looking to do it like the week before the season starts or something like that. It's because obviously COVID and obviously the players went away after the end of the season. So I think they're going to
they do it before the end of the season.
Yeah. I think what they're waiting to do as well. Maybe they might present the Hammer of the Year at the first home game or something when crowds are back.
Yeah. So, but speaking of that, actually, Jace, congratulations to him for getting his first season ticket at West Ham. He got that today. So. He's got a band 5 in the nosebleeds. So
right.
I think he's not too far from you, right? I think he's 241, 24 something. He's near. He's in the area. He's in the Billy Bond stand. So.
Well, Dan, I just about remember where we sit. It's been so long since we better get back.
Yeah, I know, isn't it? We're going to be like, right, what's the turnstile with?
Yeah.
Oh, we ain't got physical bloody cards anymore, apparently. It's all this on your phone bollocks, and they send you a code and all of that. Right.
Well, Nicky's stuff, then the amount of times he breaks his phone.
Well, that's the thing is with James.
No, he normally forgets his bloody season ticket.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway.
So...
Yeah, the thing is with Jason, it's the same with Nicky, is their phones die a lot. Their battery is always shit. So if your phone's dead and you get there, you can't get into the game. What are they going to charge your phone for?
That's the thing, mate. That's the problem. You know, I'm at work on Saturday. You know, by the time, if we're kicking off at 3 o'clock, I've nearly been out for 10 hours. You know, so my batteries lost a lot of juice in that time.
Yeah, why complicate it? What's wrong with just card? Get in. Like, why have they got and apparently it's a different code every 2 weeks. And I don't know if this is to stop people sharing tickets. Like, you know, if I can't go, I'll give it to a family member type of thing.
Mate,
and they're trying to get involved on that.
Dan, there's 2 reasons why it's on the phone. First reason is they don't want to pay out the money to send out a load of new cards. Second reason is, mate, as you just said, they don't want people sharing season tickets.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, though, they don't need to send out a load of new cards. So they just update our new ones,
Just
our
update,
old ones.
yeah, exactly. That's it.
That's all they got to do. And then, you know, the only people they got to send new cards to is people like Jace, who's signing up for the first time. But all of this, you know, on the phone, they went through that trouble of making those nice new Billy Bonds season tickets for us last season, didn't they? Like, nice little cards. And now it's like, we're just going to do it to your phone. We're going to send you a unique code every 2 weeks. What bollocks! Like,
people would just be lending each other their phones.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, take my phone, mate.
Leave it in the pub. Yeah, let me borrow your phone.
Well, that's the thing. Surely you can.
What happens if you've not got a smartphone?
Yeah, that's a good point.
What happens there? You know, there are still
off an email or something.
Listen, there's still people out there who just have an old-fashioned type phone. You know, they don't have a smartphone. So what are they going to do?
Yeah. Exactly.
Graham won't be able to get in with a courier pigeon.
I was waiting. I thought it was going to be you or Scott that said it.
Oh, you love it,
you didn't let me down.
But I don't look. Candyman says screenshot the QR code. Try and sell someone who's like, you know, in their 70s, no connection with technology or anything, you know, and then they've got to try and like screenshot QR code, and I'm going to print that, take it. You know, they're going to be like, "What the bloody hell is that all about?"
Listen, I know people in their 50s that wouldn't be able to do that, let alone 70s.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true.
Why do you look like you're looking at me there?
Yeah,
sorry,
it's definitely
people in their 40s that wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, it's just adding that, you know, like if you're someone who's not got technology, not up on technology, even printing it, even for some people printing, people just want to have their ticket and they go and they fucking dip it in. Why don't someone said I'm 73 and I do. You're not 73, even if you are. There's not every 73-year-old ain't tech savvy, but I'm talking about average West Ham fan, you know. It's bollocks. So we'll see how that works in practice. I'm sure we'll have something to say about it on post-match pint after the Leicester game.
I'm sure it'll be mayhem the first game.
Yes. That's going to be. Oh, I'm not looking forward to that. Oh,
yeah, and it's on a Monday night as well. Fucking joke.
Yeah. Yep. First home game back after all this time. How good would it have been if it was a Sunday 3:00 kickoff after like over a year? First time fans are back. I mean, it's nice under lights and that, but I'd love a Saturday 3:00 kickoff on that one.
Yeah. There's another. Neil makes a good point there.
Now that I'm blind, that'll be interesting. Trying to use a phone. Yeah, they've got to be accessible.
Yeah.
They've got to be accessible, you know. You know, and that's the thing. Accessibility is key. There's a lot of people who'd be in that situation, but like if my granddad was a season ticket holder, he would just not bother going because he's, you know, not tech savvy. And then this is a good question. Will we have to show our COVID vaccine status? Because there was talk about you need to have 2 jabs to go to the games.
I can't see that because what about if you take your kids?
Yeah, they're lifting the restrictions on July 19th. So I think I don't think you'll be having to have 2 jabs to go in now.
Because I'm having one of these bloody jabs tomorrow because I need it to go Portugal. So I'm having one tomorrow, but the next one is not till September. So if you do, I won't be going to a good few games until I have this bloody second one.
LTL saying I used to love the season ticket book when they used to just tore it out of the page. Yeah. I remember me and Nicky used to turn up and we'd be looking, what's the day's number? And it'd be like 45. And you're looking through your book, looking for fucking number 45, and you tear it out. Yeah, they were the good old days. Yeah, I've still got a couple of my season ticket books. I found them in the box when I was going through my stuff.
Things like that, you know, physical things. It's always nice. Collectibles, nice little things for memories, even the cards, books, whatever, to keep and throughout.
Yeah, I think someone said in the chat just then about they collect. They've got tickets from every game that they used to go to, and they collect them, so they won't be able to do that.
The thing is, as well, why it's like now, you know, like you have your points for cup games and all that. You used to like when you had cup games, you used to get a little coupon. You had to save up your coupons for the next round if you got through, and you know it was. everyone like queuing around it. Like you say, we had the story last week where you and Nicky fell asleep in the car.
Matt saying, did you watch the Will Miller and Danny Dyer sing Vindaloo? Yeah, I've seen that. Paddy McGuinness was in it as well, and Keith Lemon. You won't ever beat the sort of original.
Oh, yeah,
I see Dan's World in Motion video yesterday.
Yeah, if you've we dug that one out from the vault. That was let me see if I get this.
Jace looked like he was having the time of his life in that video. I'll be honest, sliding tackles.
He loved it. But he couldn't slide tackle to save his life. He was trying as hard as he liked, and he could not do a slide tackle. When we had to do take after take, and in the end, the students just used it. But it was like, you know, a little right. Let's go and do a music video assignment, and it was a laugh. And if you haven't seen it, go and check it out on Dad Damo Jays.
This is a good point. Any news on away game travelling? Because they haven't said anything about the Newcastle game yet. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think that they're going to allow fans back for the first few away games. I think it's just going to be like home fans only until probably like sort of end of September time.
That's annoying. I love Newcastle away.
Yeah, because they just haven't put anything unless West Ham. I mean, you know yourself, you can do tickets within a few days. So maybe West Ham are waiting for confirmation after the 19th of July because there's still time to sort it out, a couple of weeks. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see if there will be West Ham fans at St James's Park on the opening game of the season.
Yeah. It's just one of them fixtures because it's so bloody far. People like, and it's going to be on a bloody Sunday. People need a little bit of notice, you know, on what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, normally like that sort of away game, you make a weekend of it, don't you? You know, it's like we did bank holiday.
Yeah, so someone's just said there, wait until Monday when Boris will announce the real measures for opening up. So yeah, he's obviously Monday will be where sort of know what's going on from the 19th of July onwards. Freedom.
That's it. That's the thing. It's one of them, and we just got to wait and see what happens. And said I'm up for Newcastle away. You know, I want to go that, but like you said, it's one of them. Sorry, I'm just reading something. Sorry, but yeah, it's one of them you want to go and experience if you haven't done it before. You know, a weekend in Newcastle is meant to be top quality.
Yeah, it is. Great night out.
For that. We can vouch for that, right?
Yeah, I've had some good nights in Newcastle. Good nights.
Yeah, right. Chris Eubank's son's passed away. Not Chris Eubank Jr., his other son.
Oh, fucking hell, I was going to say.
Yeah.
Drowned in his home in Dubai, a week before his 30th birthday. So it's just that just flashed up. I was deaf because it flashed up on top of the computer saying son of boxing legend dies at 29. I just thought I'd quickly check to see who it was.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell. So, yeah, Sebastian, he's a boxer as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
shit.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, that's tragic. Fucking hell.
Yeah. So someone just said that Harry Redknapp was on Eastenders for us now.
Yeah, when you went off, Dan, that's what Ryan was saying about that. Redknapp was
in EastEnders, wasn't he?
I've got to see that.
Do you know what? It wasn't that bad, to be fair. He just played himself. Skills. Yeah, he just played himself. So I think when someone plays themselves, it's pretty easy, isn't it? But he done all right. They done this like Euro special episode, like. And because Brian Conley's in EastEnders now.
Yeah, I see that. I reckon I thought he looks familiar.
And he plays one of them blokes that go, yeah, I know him. And he was going, yeah, I know Harry Redknapp, and no one believed him. And then he went, all right, I'll give him a ring. And then Harry Redknapp turns up. And then I used to made me laugh. Billy Mitchell made me laugh because Harry Redknapp got in the car. He went, oh, I prefer Alan Pardew because he got us to the FA Cup final. And then Billy's trying to take a slice selfie with Harry Redknapp on the slide. But, he done well. It is what it is, isn't it?
We need to change the interview title that you did with him to Ryan interviews EastEnders star Harry Redknapp.
There's a bit in the pub as well with Danny Dyer, and obviously he's going, I love you. Because obviously, I don't know if you watch Eastenders, but his wife Linda in it loves the royal family, and she goes, Danny Dyer goes, "Oh, we've got royalty turning up today," and she goes, "Kate and William." He goes, "No, Harry." She goes, "Harry and Meghan." He goes, "No, Harry Redknapp," and she goes, "Who?" And then he goes, "I've always loved you, Harry, apart from when you managed Spurs."
I bet that was true. I bet he said that was his own line. I bet
that weren't Danny Dyer acting. That was him.
Yeah, exactly. That was his own words. I bet, because it's true. I was so gutted when he went there because they was doing so shit, and then he went there and helped them. One of the Spurs fans I speak to was like, he was desperate to get him back. He wanted him to come back now, like be their manager next season. I was thinking, really? Like,
yeah, I think he's a bit too old now. He's 74 now.
He's been at it. I think he's happy doing what he's doing, you know.
Yeah, he's obviously doing podcasts and TV appearances, and he's seeing out
stress.
seeing out the rest of his days, you know. But should we go to sort of ask us anything now? Want to do that?
Yeah.
Crack one. This is the one where you find out what music we like. Graham loves a bit of meat and fruit. I tell you what, that was
I said, I've got no problem with meat and fruit together.
That was so funny. And then my mate Taylor, he sent me a picture, and I forwarded it on to you. And I know he's watching now, and I've seen that he's already bought some tickets for Friday Night Pint Live as well. So, as I said, tickets are going really well. I'm surprised, it's going to be a good night. But the link
that was a good picture, though. That was a good picture.
He does them all the time. He does them all the time. Every time we talk about something on his show, he'll make a picture up and send it to me. But it'd be good to see him on the night. I ain't seen him for a little while. Last time I see him was at my wedding. That was the last time I see you, Gray, to be fair. Last time I see you, Scott, wasn't it? Oh, no, I see you just after the Arsenal game.
That was it. That was the last time, yeah.
Well,
it's quite funny. My first proper night out was in the same place as my last proper night out before lockdown. I went out the other... What day we go out, Gray?
Last Wednesday,
because it was the anniversary of my brother's death. So we sort of meet up and do a thing, because we always used to go to gigs together and all that. So we meet up for a few drinks, and I was meant to meet Graham, but he was late as usual.
I was working.
Yeah. Couldn't leave the dog on his own, but that's another story.
Here's a random one. What's your favourite? What flavour of Ribena do you like?
Strawberry Ribena.
Yeah,
easy. Blackcurrant.
Yeah, I didn't mind. I used to like the orange one as well, but blackcurrant for me.
It's got to be blackcurrant.
I don't mind the strawberry one. I've got to admit.
Speaking of drinks, Steve says Oasis or a cup of tea. That's so easy, Steve. Oasis. I used to drink that all the time. I used to drink my favourite drinks. But I'll take. I know he's talking about the band, but
this would be a good one for Graham. Yeah. How old do you really feel, lads? Try this out. From the very first year you were born up until today, how many decades have you been alive? Now you feel old, I bet. Go on, Gray. How many decades you been alive, mate?
I'm 45 this year, so 4.5.
4.5.
So
I've been alive 5 decades.
80s, 90s.
Yeah, 70s, 80s, 90s,
20s. You've been...
Also, yeah.
Yeah, so I've been 80s, 90s, 90s, 10s, 20s. Yeah, so 5 decades.
Yeah, we're all the same.
I was born mid-70s, so 70s, 80s, 90s.
6 decades, great.
And now I'm into the 20s. Ah, shit.
Well, Gray, that makes you technically 60 years old, mate.
That makes you 8, then, Gray. What's your favourite cheese? What's your go-to cheese, Gray?
All those questions.
Oh, I've got to admit, I do like a blue cheese. I like a Stilton. Like, you know the really strong ones that makes your gums itch and everything. I like them.
You would say that.
Yeah, I like, the one that you only get it at Christmas usually, when they bring out the cheese board after you're stuffed, and then you're like, I can't eat no more, and they bring out the cheese board. The one that's got like a bit of chili to it, like a Mexican one.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Bits in it. Nah. No, I mean, now when I used to eat cheese, it'd be
it's got like baby bells.
Funny enough, I do actually. I like a bit of Edam.
What used to be your what was your go-to cheese, Dan, when you did eat cheese?
No, it was just cheddar cheese on a Jacob's cracker, you know, cheese and crackers, or
not even a little bit of pickle on it or anything. Just
I've never been not pickle. I hate pickle. I've never been a lover of cheese either.
Mild cheddar, cheese on toast. Can't beat that.
All right, bit of Worcester. What's your favourite Greek meal?
Ooh.
And you can't say ouzo because that's a drink.
No, I like what's the slow roasted lamb one?
There used to be a lovely Greek restaurant in Stratford. It was right next. It was next to what was it? You know, the Weather, not the Weatherspoons. It wasn't that far from the Weatherspoons. It used to be on the corner. Lovely. You used to go in there and they used to do shots, and they used to be named after like film stars and things like that. And you can only order. I remember Gold Tequila was Ray Winston. I always remember that. It used to be quite a place for all the stars to go back in like the 80s and 90s. I can't think of the name of it now. But yeah.
I don't eat a lot of Greek food. I've been to Greece a hell of a lot of times. Don't eat a lot of their food.
But you got Greece to eat McDonald's, didn't you?
No. I
like chips and everything.
When I was in Zen, it was the first time I ever ate octopus, and they done that in like a local. It was marinated in a local honey and vinegar. It was absolutely amazing.
Sounds nice.
Absolutely amazing. And I
like the you ever had the stuffed vine leaves? I love them.
Yeah, stuffed vine leaves. Yeah, and do you know what? In COS, when we was out in COS, they're red onions, man. Oh, best onions I've ever had.
Like the tomatoes, like the Greek tomatoes, they're like foot with them, mate. They're so juicy as well.
This is what I love about Friday Night Pint. We're starting off talking about England in the World Cup and in the Euro final. Everyone's buzzing. Then an hour later, we're talking about Scott's favourite red onions.
Red onions. Oh my god.
Oh, is that great? Is that what you was on about?
What's that? That's it, Cleftico. Yes, that's the one.
Hang on, did Sam tried to sign him when he was in charge of us? Burger King or McDonald's? Mackie D's for me.
Burger King.
Yeah.
Well,
you're on a better salary than me.
Yeah, my cousin's just started to work for McDonald's, so I'll go McDonald's.
Who? What one?
Matty.
Really?
Yeah, he flips the burgers and does the chips. No, he does the PR or something.
For Ryan, so none of you can answer this. Did you watch the last Tom and Jerry? No, I haven't. I haven't watched Tom and Jerry for years. I know there's a new film out in there, so I don't know. I might watch that, but you can't put the old. I used to love Tom and Jerry as a kid.
I'll lend you Cody for the day. Yeah, watch it. You know,
Saturday morning cartoons. Yeah. I love it.
I'll lend you Cody for the day, so you got an excuse to go and watch it then.
Yeah, Ryan loves a bit of Tom and Jerry.
No, Tom and Jerry.
I've got to admit, Roy May Jr. snooker or darts?
Yeah, it's got to be darts for me as an ex-dart player.
I like both, but it's darts for me.
What play is that? Playing or watching?
I guess either, I suppose.
I think playing. Yeah, I don't know. I used to like snooker back in the days, like going to. I used to go to quite a lot of the games, like at Wembley and that. But the atmosphere at the darts is unreal. So, if we could, what about if we have snooker darts where they chuck snooker cues at the dartboard, mix it up a bit?
You know, I don't mind sometimes if it's on, I'll have a look at the snooker, but I find it a bit boring. You know, you got to hit that ball, and this combination, especially when you play it as well. It's not.
Yeah, the thing with snooker though, snooker's very good tactically.
Here's the question:
Yeah, very good tactically.
FMP or PMP?
I feel like I feel like to say FMP because a lot of PMPs we have to talk about West Ham losing.
I'd say FMP for me because it's a little less serious. I mean,
FMP for me because we don't talk about matches on post-match point, do we, Gray?
No.
I'll be honest.
I'll try, but no.
I love this show, but I do love a PMP.
Get off. Get out. Kick him out.
Yeah, no, I love PMP when we used to talk about the game, but literally PMP now is we mention you do the starting lineup, we mention the score, and then Nicky goes on a rant.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's
remember, Scott, do you remember when we first started PMP in the clubhouse and we used to have the whiteboard behind the screen and we used to write down what we was going to talk about?
Yeah, talk about yeah.
Yeah, had it behind the camera so we could see it, like just work our way through it.
Yeah, no, I love doing both. I love doing both.
It's a cheap version of is it an audio cue, Dan? What they call it?
An audio. Oh, cue. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I remember like every time. I remember when we first started the games. Like every time there was what we thought would be a main talking point, I'm writing down what it was, what minute, like in a little notepad. And they go, right, we'll write that up on the whiteboard when we get back.
Yeah, Mark Alexander says wacky races or Hong Kong Fooey.
Wacky races all day long, easy.
Yeah,
I love them both, but wacky races.
I'll probably have to say wacky races.
It's just had all the different characters. It was so interesting to see how the race would go.
I haven't seen that for years. So they even still put that on wacky races.
Yeah,
I think they've updated it, or do they just put the old ones on?
Probably there's got to be the old ones played somewhere.
I used to like Muttley. Medal.
I used to always want Dick Dastardly to win it, and he never did. I think there might have been one episode where he won it, but
yeah, Muttley just wanted his medal.
Disappointed every week.
Blur or Oasis.
Said that blur, blur all day long. Easy.
So what you're saying, Dan, is Blur, yeah?
Yeah. I'm just going to get off the fence off that one, and I'm going to stick my neck out and say Blur.
Scott and Dan, Metallica or Megadeth? What's that? Are they fucking Transformers or something?
It's Megadeth. I could never tell you a Megadeth song. I'm not too big Metallica fan. I like some of their songs. I'll say Metallica. I couldn't name you a I think they're very heavy, aren't they? Scott,
yeah, I think I know one Megadeth, so I've got to go Metallica on that one.
Yeah, I will agree with you on that one, Scott.
Don't leave
Turn and Kane.
Oh, does Graham know?
Sorry, Graham is a bit Metallica.
Yeah, but
Metallica for me.
All right, sorry, Graham.
Graham, like it's fuck Megadeth.
I'll tell you what, Graham. Turner and Hooch or K9?
K9 was that with John
Belushi, wasn't it? Yeah.
Belushi. I love you know what? He's the unsung Belushi.
Mm.
John Belushi was the older brother, wasn't it? And James Belushi is the one in Kane.
James Belushi, was he the one that was in the one that was in Trading Places was the older one.
No,
he was in Trading Places. He played the
gorilla, didn't he?
Gorilla, yeah. He was
that's him. He was
James Belushi. He was Kane. I mean, Turner and Hooch is a classic.
I love Turner and Hooch though.
Tom Hanks is unreal.
Yeah, Tom Hanks was he's a great actor, and his comedy stuff was really good. You ever seen Bachelor Party?
Yeah. Bachelor Party, brilliant. Money Pit. The Burbs. If you ever get a chance to watch the Burbs.
Do you know what? The funny thing was, you say about the Burbs, there's one bit of that film that still to this day makes me laugh so much, and I was watching it on YouTube the other night. You know the bit where he tries to run away and he chased him, they both slide him on the grass. When he goes, "Hey Pinocchio, where you going?" And he chases him and he sliding tackles him. Honestly, he's so funny.
I'll tell you, there's one the man with one red shoe. That's Tom Hanks. I think that's one of his really early ones.
Ooh.
That's quite good.
Yeah, he's great.
This is one for Scott. This is one for Scott, I think.
Right, don't forget Dan on this one.
And Dan, I've got Dan.
What's DC or Marvel? DC's Batman, isn't it?
Yeah, DC's Batman, Superman,
Spider-Man.
Marvel's Iron Man.
Right, so I'm going to say DC then because I used to love Batman as a kid, and I still watch the old '60s Batman now.
I know, yeah, they were good. They were good, them Batmans.
See, I always loved. I loved Spider-Man as a kid.
Oh, Yes, I'll have to go with Marvel because X-Men is my favourite.
So Marvel then is X-Men, Spider-Man,
Iron Man, Captain America.
Hulk, he's Marvel, isn't he?
Yeah.
So DC, Superman, Batman,
Aquaman, Wonder Woman.
Batman for me because I love the old 60s Batman.
Adam West. Yeah, it's a weird one. I think Marvel for like the 70s, 80s, and 90s stuff. I would say Marvel. I think DC have done better recent stuff in terms of comics and stuff like that.
I thought this was the same question there, but it's AC/DC or Guns N' Roses.
I can't stand Guns N' Roses.
I'm going back to the other one. I'm with Ryan. I'm going DC on that one.
Do you know what? I still watch the old 60s Batman now. I love it. I remember as a kid I was addicted to it, and I'm still addicted to it now. Honestly, I love it. It's so cheesy, but it's brilliant.
I'm saying Guns N' Roses on this one.
Yeah, I'm only saying Guns N' Roses. I'm not really into any, but I like Cold November Rain. Yeah. It's brilliant.
Do you know what? I tell you what. Speaking of AC/DC, right? On my channel, coming soon, I've got Jason doing a rendition of Back in Black. There's a music video where he's dressed up as with a clown face and a ginger wig, and he's singing it.
I'm not watching that then.
Jace, when you see Jace, but Jace singing Back in Black is one of the funniest things ever. He's not even singing words. When you see it, he's just watch it. But AC/DC.
I'm with Dan on that one. AC/DC for me.
Here's one for Graham. Nora Batty or Hilda Ogden?
Or Nora Batty's lumpy tights. What's he doing?
Here's a football related question. Who was better for England in their top form, Harry Kane or Wayne Rooney? If they was both in their peak, who would you rather have, Harry Kane or Rooney?
Do you know what? Right, criticism of Kane before we went into this tournament, and I think I said it, brought it up when we filmed after the Scotland game, was that he didn't score against the big sides, and his performances in the last couple of games, top form. You've got to go Harry Kane.
All right, let me chuck this one at you then. Harry Kane now or Rooney 2004?
Harry Kane now.
I'm gonna go.
The way Rooney burst on the international scene in that tournament was...
I like Harry Kane, but Wayne Rooney then was unreal.
But for me, it's about achieving and what he's achieved. And I know
if we're talking about as a player, we're talking about in terms of
as a player.
Fully fit. But the thing is, right, I'll put it you right. If he hadn't got injured in 2004 tournament, I still maintain we would have got further than we did.
We'd have won it. We'd have won that tournament without a doubt.
I think you're only seeing the top form Harry Kane now.
I don't know, Scott. He does score 20+ goals every single season for.
I'm on about for England. Yeah. I'm on about for England. I think you're now seeing the top form Kane.
Yeah, but he's still. How many goals is Kane on for England? He's not that far behind Rooney.
And he won behind. I know he's one behind Lineker on the tournament, and he goals in a tournament. I think.
I would love to actually compare how many, actually look at the goals, right, and see, right, what was in international friendlies, what was in qualifiers against Macedonia, what was penalties, and really see and look at that so we can see, right, who really did perform at the highest level when it mattered.
So Harry Kane's on 38 and Rooney's record is 53.
But how many has Rooney got in major tournaments compared to Kane?
Yeah, no, I know that, but you could say that about a lot. You could say that about Alan Shearer.
Yeah.
But it will still go down as a great Alan Shearer. But yeah, for me, I think Rooney, if I'm talking about Rooney 2004, but Rooney between 04 and 09, yeah, I'd have to say Rooney. And I like Harry Kane as well. I think Harry Kane is world class.
And I do. I think he'll overtake the record. I think Harry Kane at some point.
Yeah, as long as injuries don't play a part, it's there for the taking, isn't it? He's only, how old is he? 26, Harry Kane?
No, he's about 28, isn't he? 28.
Sound like
Still,
still
He's still got a minimum of 4 years.
Yeah, it is. I think now for him, he needs to leave Spurs and really kick on with his career. And...
Not long to rest. There's a World Cup next year.
That's it, mate.
We're going to have to cram the qualifiers in this year, aren't we?
Fucking right. Steps are Club 7.
You know what?
I'm going steps.
No.
No, I'm joking. No. I'll probably have to say, gun to me head, S Club 7.
Yeah,
I'm doing a Mourinho on this one. I prefer to speak.
I remember when Graham used to dance the steps 5, 6, 7, 8. He used to do the dance moves and everything.
He knows the dance moves and that. He knows the dance moves to
Don't get me wrong though. S Club 7, Reach for the Stars. When that comes on, that's a tune. That's a banger in the club.
Do you know what?
They're both catchy. I will say that. I'll probably. I don't know. Yeah, probably Steps.
Probably S Club 7. Steps.
I've seen you dancing to Steps, Gray. Don't try and deny it.
At least S Club 7 had their own songs. Steps used to just do covers. Most of their songs were like covers.
Dan, don't get started. I don't want you going off on one on covers.
Hey, don't get me started on Steps.
Right. So here's one for you. Here's one for you. West Ham to win the Europa League or England to win the Euros? It's so
West
fucking
Ham,
difficult.
Europa.
It's so difficult.
Do you know what?
To ask this question in the middle of what we've been going through in the last few weeks is so tough to answer.
Yeah. I mean, if we're talking like right this minute, right now, I'd say Euros.
Yeah, I'm not being greedy. I'll take England to win the Euros, but we win the FA Cup. I'll take that.
No, that's not on the table. That's not on the table. West Ham win
that's not
nothing.
I don't know. It's a difficult one. Asking me now.
It's like I don't know.
If someone with magic powers, if someone with magic powers came to me and said, "Listen, West Ham, England will lose on Sunday. I will make England lose. They could win. They're gonna win it, but I'll make them lose on Sunday. But I'll make West Ham win the Europa League." I'll be like, deal. And because West Ham, it'd be amazing to see England win something, but I need to see West Ham win something.
I think you should come back on next week and ask us that question next week.
As much as I want to see West Ham win the Europa,
I'd love to see England win something.
Yeah, exactly.
Lee wants to know, what's your favourite Back to the Future film?
First one.
I've got a soft spot for the second one.
Yeah, second one.
They're all good. They're all good, but
I think they're all good. I like all three, and the second one I do like the storyline when they're obviously in the future, but he goes back to the past as well. So yeah, I'll probably swing more towards the second one. But has anyone watched the documentary they done on Back to the Future with where they went round and they had to? It's on. If you go on YouTube, it was on. I can't remember what channel it was on now, but someone was telling me about it. I watched them all on. There's 4 episodes. It's on YouTube, and this American host goes around all of America with Chris Lloyd, trying to find all the original DeLoreans from the films and the movie memorabilia and that. It's really good, really good. And there's some cameo appearances. It's on YouTube. I'll send you the link. I'll try to find it. I forgot. I watched it the other week. It's like 4 episodes, like hour long each episode. But it was really good. If you're a Back to the Future fan, because there's cameo appearances from like some of the cast in it, and they're basically. What's the matter?
Hey, did you know you were talking and both of them moved at the same time?
I was going to turn the light on.
He was doing it. I was like, this is giving me flashbacks of Nicky.
Yeah, no, it's good. If you're a Back to the Future fan, I'll definitely recommend it.
I'll have a look out for that.
Yeah. Robert says one for Rye and the old boxing fans: Sugar Ray, Durran, Marvelous Hagler, or Hitman Hearns.
Oh, that's a tough one. Do you know what? Whenever someone says to me about old boxers like that, I was watching it the other night, Coming to America. I always think of that scene in the barbershop when they're talking about the boxer. Do you know what? I love that scene. It's one of my favourite movie scenes. You ain't make no Frank Sinatra.
Yeah,
I love it. Honestly.
Was that right when they're going on about Rocky Marciano?
Yeah. He picked Joe Lewis's ass. He goes, who's the new one? The one that looks like a bulldog? Mike Tyson. That's it. That's a brilliant film. The second one ain't that good.
I ain't seen that one yet.
Look, they're all great boxers there. I mean, Duran, Sugar Ray, Hearns, Hagler. I couldn't pick at them. Sugar Ray was a great boxer though. I do like Sugar Ray.
That's your answer.
Yeah, I'll go with Sugar Ray.
Steve, it's an interesting question I'd like to know the answer to. Is any dress code for Friday Night Pint Live?
Yes, top hats and tuxedos. No, there's no dress code. I think obviously dress smart, and when I say smart, like I think the venue is like I don't think anyone's going to turn up in tracksuit bottoms, are they? Let's be honest.
Nah.
I think you can if you want to wear your West Ham stuff, like West Ham shirt, that's fine. I think wear your West Ham, or you can go one better and you can wear some of the West Ham Fan TV merchandise that's still on sale. The link is in the description below.
I think we might have a little stall out.
That was proper Del Boy, that one. Proper Del Boy.
Yeah, you've got to plug it.
Listen, Ryan's going to be behind the table with his flat cap on and selling them out of a suitcase.
I think it's just smart casual. I'll just put it as that. Smart cash. Me and Graham are going to have some suits on.
Yeah, I'm gonna wear a whistle. I'll wear a whistle.
You and Scott should wear fucking suits. And you remember when you two done that video years ago? You look like Alan Pace.
Yeah.
Back in the day, that
this is an interesting one. I know.
Luke's
I know you're a big America fan, right? I'm echoing. Right, Matt says, "What American sport would you watch live? You can only watch one. I'd choose basketball."
Well, I've seen American football live.
Yeah, American football's definitely out the question for me. I just don't get it. Honestly, it's just one of them games. It's too long for me.
I'd like to watch a baseball game live.
Oh my god!
Silly boys rounders.
No.
Yeah, I reckon basketball because there's a lot of points are scored in basketball.
Yeah, but do you know what? Do you know what the thing is with American sports? That's why I don't like them, because there's too many points scored.
Ice hockey's good, especially when they kick off. But is that more Canadian?
I think Canada gets the rights to.
Yeah, it's more. Yeah,
but no.
I'd love to go Canada. Actually.
The thing is with the American sports, right, is they moan about football being like, scores of 1-0 and that. The problem is where there's so many points and so many goals in their sports, it takes the excitement out of it. When someone scores a basket or a touchdown, it's like I see about 5 of them last minute, in the last 60 seconds. Like it takes that excitement when someone like scores a goal in our sports. So
the thing is with American sports, the way it's all builds up to the final sort of quarter. So it's all.
You're sitting through,
and then the final quarter is just frantic.
Yeah, but I want the whole 90 or the whole time, like we have it. You know what I mean? Like football, like the first second, it's like, oh, come on, like you can't beat that. You just can't beat it. But yeah, if I was to twist my arm, I'd say basketball.
Here's one for you, Dan, because I know Roy May Jr. loves the way you say "y'all," so you can read this question out for us.
Does he? What's y'all's favourite thing to cook?
Y'all.
I've got to say it in an English accent, you know.
You sounded like someone from the 60s, like in England. Hello, old chap. What's your favourite thing to cook?
What's y'all's favourite thing to cook, y'all?
What do you like, Graham? Graham looks like he loves to make a nice bolognese.
I do. actually.
Yeah.
I don't cook very often, I've got to admit. Very rarely do I cook.
Graham, you know, you're letting the household down there.
Right, boys.
Oh yeah, I clean and hoover and stuff like that. You know.
Right, boys, I've got to apologise. I've got to shoot.
Yeah, no worries, mate. We're finishing up now anyway, mate.
Yeah, if you're still on, I'll be back in. I can be back in about 20 minutes. If you're still on, I'll be back. But if not,
No, fuck that. We'll be gone by then, mate.
all right. Good to see you all. And
Yeah, take care, mate. See you soon.
See you later, mate.
Yeah.
Take care, mate. Bye.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah. He didn't tell us what Jarl's favourite thing to cook was, though. He could have.
Nah, Scott don't cook.
We'll never
Scott's
know.
favourite thing is a pot noodle.
Yeah.
I heard that. I do cook. Thank you very much.
What's your favourite thing?
What's your favourite thing to cook, Scott? Yow.
My favourite thing to cook. I love cooking a barbecue. I love a barbecue.
What? Well, that's an array of meats.
Exactly. I love a good barbecue.
Oh, there we go.
All right. I'll see you later.
See you later, mate. Bye, mate.
Yeah, I mean, bolognese is a lot of the things I like cooking is things that don't take fucking all day, you know.
How much might give us your Alan Carr voice, Ryan? There's another one here about Alan Carr. Look, Matt Pelton. Yeah. Graham, you do it. Go on.
Oh no, you done Michael McIntyre, didn't you?
No, you done Michael McIntyre.
You did. I done Alan Carr's got his Friday night pint with Alan Carr. Then you was going.
Oh, Michael McIntyre, yeah.
See Michael McIntyre, go on.
Hello and welcome to Friday Night Pint Live.
Yeah, because Nicky come on, he went, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Alan Carr's Chatty Man.
Alan Carr, Friday Night Pint.
You need the glasses. You need the glasses.
We don't know where Nicky's gone, but he's probably gone somewhere fun. Oh, fuck it. You two can answer this. I'll have a break.
Yeah. I knew you wouldn't have nothing to say on that one. Yeah. Favorite Star Wars film? Ooh.
The 3 original ones are my favourites out of all of them. The 3 originals.
Scott, Graham, it says favorite Star Wars film, singular, not plural.
Favorite Star Wars film. I'll probably say the first one, Episode 4, A New Hope.
Yeah,
and then Return of the Jedi.
Wow, that's interesting. The first one for me is Empire Strikes Back. The second one, Episode 5, amazing film where Boba Fett comes in and Han Solo gets carbonite, and also Revenge of the Sith, Episode 3, amazing film.
Do you know what?
It's the original 3 for me. I love them.
I like saying to people that I've never seen Star Wars before because I like seeing their reaction.
You've never seen it. You've never tried to.
Never watched it.
Right? Can that be the next? Like, you know, when we hit this many thousand subscribers, if we get to 100, Ryan's got to watch Star Wars.
No, I just, you know what? It's probably something that I would enjoy if I watched it, but I just never watched it. And it's same. I think Star Trek, never really watched it. I think what put me off.
Came on the telly. Never watched
the only thing I used to watch that was a bit like that was probably Land of the Giants.
Well, but you think about it, Back to the Future sci-fi.
Yeah, I like Back to the Future, but I don't know. Maybe if they put Danny Dyer and Ray Winston in Star Wars, I might watch it.
Imagine that.
Imagine him getting off.
Right.
What's his name? Who's the WD-40? What's his name?
What? Which
who's
one?
R2D2.
No, who's WD-40? Right. Oh, that's what he'd get fucking squeaks out of a fucking bike.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Go on YouTube and have a look for Bricktop Vader.
I remember when they had the bloke on Soccer AM that played the robot, and he said that you have to watch it backwards or something.
Well, it's basically the originals, right?
They're episodes 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, then the ones that came out in the 2000s were prequels, so they were set before the ones that came out in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, see, look, there's a lot of. I've never seen Harry Potter either or Game of Thrones. Them sort of things, I don't know. They just don't. Like, I don't know.
I just feel like there's only so many East End gangster or New York gangster. I love something that can spark the imagination, you know, and they've come up with these ideas, you know, Lord of the Rings as well. That's another one. Brilliant stuff. I love all that.
I've seen a porno called Lord of the Rings.
Someone's actually.
Oh,
you know.
Yeah, it's that's no. It's
right. Your mate's got to come up with a picture for that, surely.
Oh, jeez. Bloody hell. I think he's froze.
He's probably working on it now as we speak.
Bloody hell. Someone said, have we talked transfer rumours yet? I mean, yeah, we have. For what?
We have,
It's been very quiet.
Just before the hour mark.
It's been really quiet, so there's not been much to really even talk about, has there? Even like video wise,
it's all going to heat up next week when we start getting loads of transfer rumours and hopefully a few signings.
Once everyone's obviously can't come off their hangover, either way, you know. Mum, don't you sit there and say John Wick to me when I've lent you John Wick 2 for 6 months. You've had my John Wick 2 Blu-ray and you ain't watched it. Yeah, and for more than 6 months, she's had it a year because she loved number 1. I went, I'll lend you that. And yeah, I'll watch it. Have you watched it yet? No. Have you watched it? No.
Great.
Still ain't watched it.
Where is it?
Take that away.
Great. That's probably an actual film.
Lord of the Rings.
I see. Look, Will Becks loved Land of the Giants. Land of the Giants was the bollocks back in the day. Massive drawing pins. Used to have the geezer with a dog all the time. What was his name? I can't remember his name, but yeah, it was so moody. It was brilliant. I used to love that. You remember it? Mork and Mindy.
Mork and Mindy. No.
That was such a random, weird show. It was very weird.
Yeah, but he always used to land in a giant egg.
Very.
Didn't they? Weren't there one week? There was a character in it one week called like Brett Wanker or something like that.
Pat Butcher.
Oh dear. I tell you, look, I've been busy. How have you been busy for a whole year and you watch Formula One, every sport that's on telly? You're telling me instead of watching Formula One, you couldn't watch John Wick 2?
Dan, stop having a go at your mum. Leave her alone.
Oh, it's annoying because it's like, watch it. And now I look on my shelf and I see John Wick 1 and John Wick 3. And it's just...
Does it bother you that there's a gap there? Does it mess with your chi, like the aesthetic?
It does. It's weird. It's like, why is there not a John Wick 2 there? Oh, because your mum's had it for a year and ain't watched it.
Well, we'll take a couple more questions before we go. Favourite Doctor Who?
Do you know what?
That's another thing I've never watched.
I'm not a big Doctor Who fan, right? But I went back and watched like the first ones. I thought, let me go back and try and watch this, right? Oh my, it goes from black and white. This guy is the ultimate see you next Tuesday, right? He's a bastard. That first Doctor, I've got to say.
Is it Tom Baker in it or something?
No, this is like way
this is in the 60s. Was it Pertwee, wasn't it? Was it Bill Pertwee?
Before that, I think that's it. I think it might be, yeah. And he basically tries to kill someone, so they don't invite him back to his TARDIS. He don't want anyone else to borrow, so he tries to cave his head in with a rock, and they discover him and like, whoa, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, this is like supposed to be the hero. I love that. Brilliant, that guy.
If you could have dinner with anyone alive or dead, who would you have dinner with, mate? Who would you like a nice meal with? Just one person, dead or alive.
I'd love to have a meal with a queen.
Yeah. What would you have?
Lamb.
Tapas.
Finger food.
Have dinner with someone, isn't it? I think top of my head, Patrick Stewart. I think he'd be good. So he'd have a lot of good stories. I think someone like that, someone a bit older, have all good stories and stuff. But the Queen. I
like to have a nice roast dinner with Robin Williams.
Robin Williams.
The actor. Yeah. A bit of comedy chucked in there, he'd keep you entertained, wouldn't he?
Or pie mash with Billy Bonds.
The Wurzel Gummidge geezer. That's John Pertwee.
John Pertwee.
Oh, was he Wurzel Gummidge as well?
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Yeah, no, Bill Pertwee was in Dad's Army, wasn't he?
Sean Pertwee's dad, isn't it?
Oh, Dad's arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dad's arm's brilliant. Yeah, no, I didn't know that, but yeah, he was amazing.
Here's a good one. Any pre-match rituals for Sunday? Yes.
I've
Get to the pub
worn
an
the same
extra hour
shirt every
earlier.
game.
Yeah.
Huh?
Worn the same shirt every game. I've washed it in between, obviously.
Well, I started doing that, and then I thought I can't wear the same shirt down the pub every game because they start like smelling me and things like that. So I changed my shirt for the Czech Republic game, and we won. So I thought, right, as long as I sit on the same table every game in the same pub, then we've won. So I'll be on the same table number 8 as well, Gaz's number.
There you go. Do you know what?
Right,
he was at the game, wasn't he, Gazza? He was at the last game, the Denmark game. And I see him and he's like, oh, trying to like, shake hands with Beckham. And Beckham's like, yeah, and then just looks, it's like, what's the matter with you? You think you're too good for Gazza, Beckham? What do you think you are, mate? Gazza's trying to have a moment with him and he's just like, oh, yeah, that's it, yeah.
Gazza had all plasters over his face, didn't he, old Gazza? Bless him.
Yes.
He was on Jackmate, wasn't he? On Jackmate had him on his show the other day. What a legend to get on. Paul Gascoigne.
Yeah.
Man in a moment.
Big shout out to him. Yeah,
I think listen, I'm not at work on Monday, so I'm going there a couple of hours earlier. I'm gonna do what I usually do. They've got Corona on tap in my pub at the moment, and they're going down such a treat. Usually just before half time, get some shots in, half-time shots. And just get on it.
Make sure you can see the end of the game, right?
No, mate. I've seen. I usually get about 6 or 7 pints before the game's even started.
Imagine that. I would feel like if you just passed that, like, and in England,
you know what it is. I think I'm not really like with beer. Beer's funny. Like if I went out for a meal, I couldn't drink beer. But when I'm in a pub and it's football related, I can just drink beer. Like, but yeah, if I went out for a night out, like I wouldn't drink beer all night.
Yeah, there's something about a football match and a pint. Like, it's just you gotta do it. Harry Skinner says £2 super chat. Where do you think we'll finish? That's very early to ask that, Harry. We ain't made any signings yet.
Thank you, Harry.
Appreciate that. It's so hard to call it, right? Like, if you used to ask me with the squad we have now, if we didn't make any signings,
top 20,
bottom half.
I'll be honest, like because we obviously haven't got any players in, but I think we will finish slightly lower down than we did last year.
7,
just because of Just I think I'm thinking if we can get the players in, that can compete on. In Europe and the league, I think we'll finish about 8th or 9th, but I think we're going to struggle to finish as high as we did last season. Just because of the amount of games.
We'll be doing our season predictions once we've got some signings in and that, which is always funny.
Kai saying, hello, lads, I'm Welsh, but going to identify as an Italian for the weekend.
I wouldn't expect anything less. Anything
less, mate. I'm sure the Irish and the Scottish will be joining you and the rest of Europe, but that's all right. Don't worry.
Do you know what? I feel like I'm the only person. I feel like I'm the only person who's never wished for another international team to lose a game unless it directly benefited England or Ireland. I've never like you wish, say, I hope the tougher team loses so we get an easier draw. But I've never gone like, I want them to lose. I'm supporting the other team just because,
the thing is, Dan, I always used to, like when I was younger and that, and the home nations were in the tournaments, I always wanted the other home nations to do well. But now I want them all to get. I want them all to get knocked out.
I don't want them to do well. I don't want Ireland to do well. I don't want Northern Ireland to do well. I don't want Wales to do well. I don't want Scotland to do well. I want England to do well.
Do you know what, though? I always think it's more interesting when there's more other home nations in the tournament. Do you know what I mean? I always think it's interesting when, like, Northern Ireland, Ireland, Scotland, Wales are all in the tournament. Like, it was great playing Scotland. Obviously, it was a 0-0, but it's having them in the tournament, I think, is always fun.
Oh, yeah, don't get me wrong. I love seeing the home nations in tournaments, but I don't want them to do well in the tournaments.
I just don't. That's why, I was quite pleased when Denmark done Wales 4-0.
So it's weird, isn't it? Like, there's all this talk about England fans are arrogant because of that. The song "It's Coming Home" is arrogant, but the song is like the opposite thing to arrogant. It's about how crap we are, isn't it? It's just the song's about England are crap and never win anything.
Dan, when other fans do it, they're passionate. When we do it, we're arrogant. It's
just funny to pick on that song as an arrogant song when it's the opposite of an arrogant song. That's the whole point of it.
No, but I mean, it's like when you had all the Scotland fans like causing mayhem up London and all that. And it was like, oh, it's the Scotland fans, Tartan Army, oh, they're great, aren't they? If that was England fans, there'd be meat wagons down there and everything. People would be getting filled in by the old bill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But because it's Scotland, it's like, oh, look, they're wags, aren't they? Look what they're doing.
Wags. Wives and girlfriends.
Wags.
I've just seen the most ridiculous comment come up, and I've just had to block the geezer because like it's ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Like, grow up, mate. You know, it's fucking. I'm not even going to mention it. Don't give him time. Fuck him. But yeah, I think. Anything else you want to say? Oh,
well, just Harry Skippen put another £2 super chat in. Best memories of West Ham fan. I haven't seen us win anything, so I'm just going to say the last game at Upton Park, obviously, bit sweet, but amazing memory to
I mean, the 2006 Cup final was pretty special right up till the penalty shootout.
Yeah, that's I try and forget that. I try not to think about that. Ryan, you got best memories
yeah, I mean, obviously, my first game, the playoff semi-final against Ipswich when we beat them 2-1. The playoff final in 2012 was a great moment when Vazte scored. Last at the bowling. There's so many.
I thought my best one's probably my first game, 10-0.
Yeah, that's not a bad one to start off with, is it?
No, so that'll be my best memory. My first game with my dad and my uncles.
Yeah, fair enough. That's a good one. But yeah, no, I tell you what, when the studio gets built, right, I'm gonna have to take these curtains with.
Oh, he froze again.
I'm
just looking at them now.
But
I froze. Oh, I froze right near the end.
I think we'll leave it. We've gone on for a couple of hours. I think it's Friday night. You know, I think we need to. You know, let's all get ready for Sunday. So, as I said, beginning of the show, tickets are now available for Friday Night Pint Live. The link is in the description below. As I said, like, notifications are still going off. There's a few tickets gone tonight. We can't wait. Friday the 13th of August. What a date we picked there. But it's on the eve of the Premier League season. We're going to hopefully have one or two guests there. There'll be some other people from maybe West Ham related channels that I know would like to come down and be there on the night with us. So, yeah, it'll be a good night. It'll be good to meet everyone. And, yeah, and I think, you boys got anything else to say before we go?
Yeah, no
everyone, if you're going out tomorrow, everyone be careful, stay safe.
What, tomorrow or Sunday?
Yeah, what's happening tomorrow?
Sunday,
right?
Sunday. Yeah, if you're out Sunday, enjoy yourselves, but stay safe.
If you go out shopping on Saturday, make sure you're careful.
Text me when you're home. Give me 3 rings.
Sunday,
everyone, enjoy yourselves, but stay safe.
Oh yeah, exactly. Enjoy yourselves, and just enjoy the moment. And we'll have lots of stuff coming out in it. So stay tuned to what we've got going on this channel. Lots of good stuff, and go check out that World in Motion video on Dan Damo and Jace. And CJ's trying to do a slide tackle. But yeah, so no, it's been good. I'm glad I got through the technical issues, and new internet is coming soon. I'm gonna have new internet soon. Look out for that.
Yeah, I think just what Graham said, you know, just enjoy the day Sunday. Days like this don't come around often. Just enjoy it. Let's hope that England can bring it home. We've sung about football's coming home for 25 years. I believe it's coming home. You know, let's just hope that we can do it and the boys do us proud. And on Sunday night, we'll be lifting that trophy and England will be European champions. And yeah, stay safe. And we'll see you next week. Hopefully, the first Friday Night Pint as England is European champions.
Come on, you England.
Come on, you England. Come on, you Ireland. Come on, you fuckers. Coming home. Stay safe.